Hello YouTube, my name is Letitia and today I'm launching my new YouTube channel. Today I woke up on purpose and said, you know what, I'm going to start my channel. I've been anticipating to start a YouTube channel for a very long time. I've been watching YouTube videos for many years now, and I have been truly been inspired by a lot of the YouTubers. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for your inspiration. Me watching your hard work and your dedication on this platform has really inspired me to actually start my own channel. And my channel is basically it's called Letitia's Therapy, and the therapy portion of it is basically coping skills. Whether you're coping by shopping therapy, cooking therapy, having a one-on-one session with a loved one or a friend, what have you. So or whatever comes up in the day, if that's going to be a topic of discussion, that's what I'll put out. So I want you to start by introducing myself. My name is Letitia. I am new to YouTube, and I look forward to basically joining this YouTube family. And I hope to learn a lot, grow a lot within this platform. So to get started, what prompted me to start my channel today, I've been coping with a lot of stress in my life, and I've had loss in my life. Recently, I just lost my sister Tina 3 weeks ago, and dealing with a loss in this time is so it's devastating, and it's very hard because when you have a loved one who's at their last stage in life and you can't comfort them, you don't get a chance to say goodbye, you don't get a chance to comfort them, you don't get to embrace them during these times. Even funeral services are regulated, and it's a really horrific time to endure a loss. So my message is, dealing with death and the absence of the body. So I know that during these times, and I've talked to many people who's either lost a loved one, who has been directly impacted by this COVID virus, or just a loved one who has passed away from other illnesses that has caused them to pass on. And so my journey with loss, dealing with loss and coping, started back when I was 16 years old. I lost both of my parents when I was 16 years old, 2 days apart from each other, which was very devastating for a 16-year-old girl, and also my siblings. I'm the youngest of 8 siblings. To lose, now I'm talking to those the younger teenagers and young adults right now. If you've recently lost a loved one, or a mom or a father, a mother or father, or anyone in your life at such a young age, is very devastating. And I just want to say that I truly understand what you're going through, and I hope that my video today will give you some source of coping mechanism, or that can help you or alleviate some of your pain, or just help you along the way. And for those of you who've lost a loved one, period, everybody copes and deals with a loved one passing away differently. Everyone grieves and mourns differently. Some do it immediately. Some it may not impact you, or it may not hit you years down the line. For me, when I lost my parents, and I just recently lost my sister 3 weeks ago, and that was extremely devastating. And throughout the whole many years, I've lost many people. So I was never taught how to deal with death. I was never taught how to cope with the absence of the body. And that's not something you're taught in school. That's something you just have to deal with in life. And what I can say to you is that when I lost my mother and my father, which was the greatest love of all, a teenager, you need your parents to coach you, to develop you, to train you, to guide you through life, to make sure that you're making the right decisions, that you're on the right career path, that you're developing to, a woman or a man. And it was very hard for me because my family was mourning the same way I was mourning. So it was a lot of times where I had to cope on my own. So the one thing that I hung on to that helped me was that my mom, before she passed away, she told me, she was like, Letitia, she said, no matter what, whether I'm here or not, I want you to be happy. And I lived my days every day making sure that I made my mom and my dad happy through the things that I did in my life. Of course, I made wrong decisions. I had bad judgment. I did things that I regret. But you learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you do not make those same mistakes again. And I just want to tell you, my source of strength came from my Heavenly Father. I leaned on Him for my understanding. I leaned on Him for my strength. God became my Father, period. And that's how I became strong. And I did everything that I could do to be the woman that my mother and my father, grow up to be the woman or father, my mother and father would want me to be. Recently, I lost my sister Tina, whom is, if anyone asks me about my sister, she's just precious. An amazing woman, precious and strong. She endured a whole lot before her passing. And to lose a loved one in this time, this pandemic, is very devastating because you can't say goodbye. You don't get a chance to physically go see them in the hospital in their last days or their last hours or their moments and say goodbye. Fortunately, there was a wonderful nurse on her station who allowed me to FaceTime. I asked her if she can FaceTime my sister for me so I can see her, and she granted that wish for me. And had it not been for that nurse, I wouldn't have been able to see my sister, and I wouldn't be able to, it's a little bit easier because I was able to see her, and I was able to tell her what I wanted to tell her before she left. So my sister's wish was she wanted my whole family to get along. And that is exactly what we'll do. So our focus is to make sure that we're mending relationships, that we're ending strife, that we're becoming a cohesive family. So those of you out there who may have similar situations, I encourage you, life is too short. And as you see, live in the present. And I'm not going to say it's hard. I remember when people would tell me life goes on, you have to move on. I thought that was the worst thing that anybody could tell me, especially if you never endured losing a loved one, or basically you're telling me just to forget about the one that I love. So what I want to say is that don't grow angry. Don't get angry or blame others for loss. Make sure that you are living your life the way that your loved one will want you to live your life. And do everything that you can do to make them happy. I truly think that this is the best way to cope with their death. And then also finding ways to cope in a positive way. Don't turn to alcohol, don't turn to drugs, because it's only going to make the situation worse. It's going to alter your mind, it's going to alter your emotions, and it's going to stir up something inside of you that can eventually make things worse within you. So I'm not saying don't do it. I mean, if you can avoid it, then do so. Well, all I'm saying is that there's other ways to overcome hurt and pain. The second thing is, we were never taught how to deal with the absence of the body. The pastor who was delivering my sister's service for her homegoing, he made reference to a Snicker and the wrapper. And he said, he asked a question. He says, do any of you guys have a favorite candy bar? And he was like, for him, it was a Snicker. And he was like, he was like, once you indulged in that candy bar, do you keep the wrapper or do you throw it away? So of course we shook our heads and said we throw it away. So his reference was this, is that when God comes and calls his children home to be with him, he leaves the wrapper. He buries the wrapper, but he takes the soul and the spirit with him, and he leaves us with the essence of our loved one. So he referred back to the candy bar, is that you remember the candy bar, you remember the taste of it, the feel of it, the essence of that candy bar, the caramel, the peanuts, the chocolate coating. And you always think back to your favorite bar. So whenever you're craving something sweet, you go, that's your go-to. So for us, you have the essence of your family member, your loved one, or even if you've lost an animal, you have that essence with you. But God comes, he takes the spirit and the soul with him, but he leaves the wrapper. So that message in that moment was truly eye-opening for me. It was an aha moment, and I looked around and everyone started nodding their head, and then after the service, that was a topic of discussion. It was like basically that helped us with closure. Like, now I understand. So I hope that helps you a little bit, as far as we was not trained to cope with the absence of the body, and that's where we hurt so much. And I just want to say that you don't know me and I don't know you, but I'm praying for everyone. I'm praying for the world every single day. I'm praying for your healing. I'm praying for your comfort. I'm praying for the mending of your heart. And I'm praying every single day that for your strength. If you like to see more videos like this or content like this, please hit the notification button. And my question to you is, how are you coping? Are you okay? Are you really okay? There's resources out there that can help you. Reach out. Don't be ashamed if you need counseling. If you're working, reach out to your Human Resources Department. Ask about the EAP program. Contact your local church for a grievance group. Your community services. There is a lot of grievance resources out there. Reach out. Ask for help. And everyone, I just want to leave you with this little tidbit too. Recognize a cry for help. Answer the phone. Acknowledge a text message or email. Respond. Check up on your loved one. Check up on people. Because a lot of people right now are not doing okay. So I'm saying that to say this. Pay attention. Live today in the present. You woke up today. Today is literally a present. Tomorrow, as we all know, is not promised. Here today, gone tomorrow. And overuse the word I love you. Love unconditionally and live your life today as though it was your last day. Do it on purpose. My name is Letitia. I'm new to YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're coping so we can help one another. And I hope that you like, share this video, and subscribe. And thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. God bless you, God keep you, and God keep you safe. Take care. Bye-bye.